right, it says we're live. Good evening, everyone. Let's see here. Oh, my media player is, well, no, it's not back. Okay. Hopefully the mic sounds good. It got dropped and things got broken, but we put it back together. If I get a few people here in the chat, we'll talk about this mini bike and see if maybe I can pull up some footage of me riding it. I don't have a very good footage, but well, I shouldn't say that. Rob was on the mic or on the camera, so he's generally really good with video. If he's doing that, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, these mini bikes were in the back of the box truck for a while, and I'm just trying to go through some video here and see what I got, what I need to download, and waiting for a few people to join in. We can talk about these bad boys. All right, so I got everything off of this camera. We'll disconnect that. Oh, that's a good tune. Good happy beat. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and thank you to all those who have serving, and past, present, and future. Thank you so much for your sacrifices, because it offers so much more than what people realize, I believe. I got that skeeter. Got some skeeters flying around in here tonight. Fun to go on and get. Well, so far this camera doesn't have any footage on it. That's kind of disheartening. Oh no. Well, maybe we got some more on some other phones here, because oh, this one's full, so maybe let's see what this one's got here. Oh, and I have another phone I'm using to stream that yeah, we've got a few cameras going here. All right, it says I'm live. It says I've got a viewer. Let me know in the chat how everything sounds and looks. Oh, need my mouse back on this screen. Here we go. All right, we're gonna take another look at this. Oh, this one's really full. Kind of like my nose. Hold has been pretty crappy, but the last couple days have been the worst, and it's getting better now. You have 100 gigabits on this camera. That's a lot of gigabitties. Oh man. I sure hope I got decent footage of me riding it, because I don't think it's on this. We're gonna cut, paste it into the mini bike folder. What's my CPU at 33%? I'm running OBS. I've got Google Chrome. I've got media player. I'm transferring files. I've got another program open to run the webcam, and it says the CPU is at 30%, and this is a $300 computer, and it's just never ever glitches on me. It is mind-blowingly fast for what I needed to do. However, transferring these files, it said it could take up to an hour. So I imagine if I closed a few windows, it would move along much quicker. Move along much faster. So I'm hoping Junior stops out here in a little bit. And we run to the Quick Trip, get a snack. Well, we just went from 1 to 0 with 3 views, 17 seconds. All you gotta do is jump in the chat, say hi. I'm gonna put some video up here well, I was hoping in a minute, but it'll probably be a bit longer than that. Until then, oh my gosh, it's already after 10. So yeah, I should be editing the video on this, but I was figuring this would just melt YouTube here, especially a live stream on a Monday night after a long holiday weekend at 11:05 or 12:05 in some people's lands. And it's 10 here, which is a bit late to be doing this, but I just wanted to jump on and thank all the people that have served our country, past, present, and future. Men and women, I appreciate all of you that have served, and yeah, America allows me to have the freedom to do this, and people build cool mini bikes like that. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Look at that pipe tank. The tank is a pipe reduced about 7 times to a quarter NPT, or even smaller than that, down to probably like whatever your lawnmower fuel line is. It is so much fun to ride. I can't wait to post video. Rob has me going up and down the road. It has little to no brakes, although they're coming around a little bit. And the rear tire seems to lose air faster than the front holds, so it doesn't. I wanted to say faster than the front, but it loses enough air that it provides enough resistance that the brakes are minimally needed. But the pipe tank doesn't leak. It's sitting on the stand still with fuel in it, and there's not a drop leaking, which is pretty radical if you ask me. Let's see how much more we can zoom in. I got this all screwed up now. Yeah, massive tires. I bet you the tires are over a foot wide. They're insane. And this tractor seat, it's a literal tractor seat. It's huge. And I had to put some foam in between the hinge, or it'll pinch you in places you don't want to be pinched. Just a blast. What a hoot it was. So we got that. Let's see how the file transfer is looking here. That was just an estimate. Maybe at hey bud, I'm live streaming. One second. Let me mute it please here. I guess I could just turn the microphone back on. Hey, Go Fast, what's going on, man? I'm gonna run to the store real quick. My son wants to go. I know it's super late, and that's pretty not good dad of me at 10 o'clock on a school night, but I want a little snack too. I'm feeling a little better. I got these mini bikes running today, so we'll talk about that. They're pretty cool. It's got a pipe tank. Somebody reduced it from like 1 inch down to no inch. It's hilarious. But I just wanted to throw that up. I'll be back in 20 minutes or less. And yeah, so I can't stay seated and had to get something done today. So I'm on the road feeling a little bit better. I'm just gonna go and leave this up. I don't wanna stop the stream and restart it. We'll be back in 15 minutes or less. And until then, you know, hang out, work on your signs, or who knows what you got going tonight, man. I'd love to hear it. I'll read when I get back. But yeah, we'll see you in a few here, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to mute the mic. There we go. We'll see you in a little bit.
team. From two strokes to bonfires, making history run. Reviving lost legends, yeah, we do it for fun.
All right, I'm back. Hello, everyone. Hopefully there's not much of an echo. Go fast if you're still here. Hope you're having a good day. Junior, if you're watching, you should come out, hang out. America. So yeah, we got these two mini bikes going today. One's a Yamaha 80 or 50 something. It's a little Yamaha. I'm eating, so I'm gonna mute my mic between my bites.
I was 36, life flipped on a dime. A boy just 3 and the world out of line. No plan, no backup, just grease and will. A trailer, some tools, and a hill to fill. 9 years strong, still standing tall. No one to call, so I gave it my all. 12 years old, now he's sharp and wise. We've grown up fast under country skies. Raised him on carbs, bikes and grit. Made $1 stretch till it begged to quit. Dump runs and deals with the van held tight, but he always had heat and a kiss goodnight. 9 years solo, no silver spoon, just a wrench, a ride, and a beat up tune. He knows my laugh, he's seen my tears. Built this bond through sweat and gears. I miss some sleep, I skip some fun, but I wouldn't trade a single one. He's my reason, pride and fire. Every mile we've made climbs higher. 9 years strong and we ain't done. Still wrenching, still riding, still raising my son. No medals.
This way, I think it kind of puts the perspective of the tires in. That big fatty's got such big tires. I bet you they're 12 inches wide. Thanks, Westy. I appreciate it. I'm going to be working on a video. I got that mini bike running along with the pipe tank. So, yeah, that's basically, I was hoping I'd blow the YouTube chats up with that puppy, but not happening tonight, and that's okay. That's totally fine. I'm going to cut her short here in a little bit and start working on a video. I actually got the big tire one running, and I rode it today. It's an absolute hoot and scary at the same time. Thanks for stopping in to say hi. Hit the like, can't stay. Peace. Hope you had a good weekend, bud.
From two strokes to bonfires, making history run. Reviving lost legends, yeah, we do it for fun. Every view, every comment, man, it means.
Really appreciate it, Westy. Have a good night, ma'am. Also, just want to make sure I say it again and thank you to all our veterans and all our service that have past, present, and future. Really appreciate it. Much love to all the men and women that have served our military. And my phone is wigging out because of the lighting. So we're gonna fix that. Fix that. No more lights, right? I'll just leave it up while I start my editing process. I might as well, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna turn that camera off and we'll just go off the one. A little bigger. And then boom. Put some America up there, huh? How's that? That's cool. Looks like it's just coming right out of my wall. I'm gonna start doing that more. Oh, I could have like my own, I could play my own videos. I'd rather tribute our veterans today, but this is really good to know. So now that I'm so self-egotistically centered, let's wonder if I could, how would I do that? How would I play my own? Well, I just play it and then put it on I could play other people's videos too. Ooh, I could play old Mac's song. That's what I'm gonna do quick. I was like, how could I play old Mac's song? I downloaded it, but try something here. This is gonna be cool if it works. for the YouTubes. I also told my son that I'd be in here shortly. So I want to make sure you tune in for the 30-minute coffee break tomorrow with Motobum and Motobum Virginia.
Old Mac arrived in 40's dawn, a stranger here where time moves on. From a planet far and wide, he hid where secrets tend to bide. In 51 he found his space, among the whispers, a hidden place. The stars still called, their voice so clear, yet on this earth he shed. No tear. Old Mac, the wanderer bold. Stories untold, mysteries unfold.
All right, here we go. I love this song.
He saw the end.
Old Mac makes some awesome music with Suno, but this song here is probably one of my, well, is my faves of his. I'm gonna probably ruin it by going full screen, but here we go. Ooh, nice. Here we go. We'll turn it up a little bit for y'all. Yeah, and then we'll back up to that screen and replay it.
Old Mac arrived in 40's dawn, a stranger here where time moves on.
Ha.
From a planet far and wide,
And I do
he
have
hid
full
where
permission to
secrets
play
tend
this.
to bide.
Old Mac shares his music
In
with
51 he found
everybody,
his
so
space,
feel free to
among the
share
whispers,
away.
a hidden place. The stars still called, their voice so clear, yet on this earth he shed no tear. Old Mac, the wanderer bold. Stories untold, mysteries unfold. He lived through fire, he saw the end, yet still he walks, this world's old friend. The skies turned black in 25. The world went dark, yet he survived. A nuclear storm, a blazing fate. But Mac endured a twist of fate. He walked through ash, through silent towns. No one left to share the sounds, but in his heart the stars still sing. A distant home, a cosmic ring. Oh man, your tale is strange and vast, a relic of both future and past. Through cosmic seas and earthly
I know I
plight,
turned it up quite a bit, but
you shine
I just
like
got
a
a forced,
star
not
in the
forced, but this song is awesome.
darkest night.
Okay, we're gonna check the. Oh, I like this tune. I like this. We get some people in the chat too. I can turn it down a little bit because I know I have the music turned up a bit. We'll actually go back down a bit there. Plus, I don't know what comes through my mic, if there's any reverberations. Uh-oh. I could get stricken for that. Probably not, but... all sorts of notifications just went off here. I wonder what's going on. Jump in the chat, say hi. Looks like we've had a few viewers. I'm gonna try to do some editing while I... Oh jeepers, it's already 11 o'clock, yeah, or almost 11 here. I'm gonna have to probably shut her down in a minute. Didn't realize it was that late. My days. The old time just flies away. That's so much fun. I'm gonna do this all the time now. I'm gonna always be putting stuff on the wall with this projector. Why have I not done this before? Why, oh why? Alright, so we're back to here. We're gonna open up this camera and see. Oh my god. Okay, we're in there. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna go to here and look at camera. View extra large icons. Scroll all the way to the bottom. This one said it was full. What the heck? This one doesn't have any on it either. I'm telling you, if I... No, there's a good chance we got... Oh, well, I thought I had more cameras, but this one's not going to be it. Definitely nothing on this one. So we can shut this one off, put it away. Not going to use it. Shut off. Power off, power off. Put that one away. We'll plug in the next one. See what kind of files we got. That big tire one was so much fun to ride. Hey, what's going on? Go fast. Good to see you back. Yeah, I can change that too. I just found out how much freaking fun this projector is. So cool. And then we got, I don't know if you saw the pipe tank. I think I was zooming in on it. Let me know if you saw the pipe tank. If not, we'll get up in there for you. Those tires are like 16 inches wide. It is so wide. And then the fuel tank is literally all pipe, just threaded together and then reduced down to an elbow to like quarter-inch fuel line to a carburetor on some Chinese Honda clone. And it runs really good and it's fun. And the tractor seat is scary. You got to put a piece of foam in between the hinge and the tractor seat so you don't pinch appendages. And the brake is just a band on the clutch dealio on the other side on the sprocket shaft there, and that's it. Rat bike, that's what I'm going to call it. That's what it is. Totally a rat bike. The modern depression era begins again, yes. Although I think this is maybe not obviously from the depression era, but this was built decades past, but could definitely be brought. Who knows what the future is going to bring in that way. It's definitely interesting. I've got a new perspective on it, so to speak. I didn't like it at first, and then I rode it down the road and up the driveway. Had Rob film me coming down. I had to drag my feet. I think the brakes are going to need to be broken a little bit, and just not relied upon at all, really, ever. Hills, using hills against, like, to slow yourself down, so looking around and finding anywhere where there's a slight grade helps. Yeah, just depression era revival for sure. Like that tractor seat, the pipe, just utilizing anything you can find type of stuff. And then I'll probably make you cry here. It made me cry, not literally, but maybe a little bit. Maybe just got a little choked up. Because the other night when we were talking with Angel about all those cool, we'll make them babies big. Look at that. America. Skid brake on the rear wheel wouldn't be hard. That would be a good idea. I was dragging my feet. If you drag your feet on pavement, oh my gosh, way better braking than on any other surface, especially with good shoes. So when I was on the road, the braking was increased a bit with foot drag. But you got to be careful because you got this chain wide open on the right side, and you got this clutch belt pulley mechanism on the left side, and both are right by where your feet sit. So that's always interesting and fun. I'm gonna move a few things around here for you, go fast, and I'll hopefully not make you cry, but like I said, I cried a little bit inside. So here we go. I'm gonna put some tunes back on. Sorry, I turned the mic off there for just a second, and I'm gonna mute it as I cough, and I just got to do one thing on my file transfer here quick, and then I'm gonna push this little poor 74 Yamaha that got butchered. All right, turn the mic back on again here, and oh boy, if you got some tissues near you and you're watching, everyone, I just want to caution that this could get a little viewer discretion advised. Not only will I be on the camera, what I'm about to reveal is quite disheartening, but nonetheless, it's happened, and I can't change the past. So here we go. Think open primary chopper go fast says think open. Yeah, man, I could never ride one of those. Like, just the forward foot thing, I like my rear sets or feet to be near and around my bottom. But yep, I'm working on it, man. I'm sorry. Here we go. You got your tissues handy? Get your tissues. Grab a puppy. And there it is. Look at this little beauty. Look at this. This is disgusting. Look at this. This was its original throttle slide. Just a little itty bitty 50, 80, 50 probably. We've got some numbers. No like lettering, so I will read off, make sure my mic, it looks like it's working. 393-204604. That's 393-204-604. And whatever was here is just rubbed off from time 5 of 74. So it was made in May of 1974, 6 years before this fine beast was made. So, but look at this. Beautiful, cute little front end. Brake lining, stickers still perfectly legible. They cut the frame here and here, and they cut the frame here and here. Now, if I could find like an original engine for this, I would be willing to cut the frame and have someone professionally weld it back so we could put the original motor and put this back to stock. But it's not my bike, and it's not Rob's bike either. It's Jeff's bike. It's a third-party bike. It's was stored in my neighbor's box truck that's parked on my property. So it's like a third-party transaction. And I imagine once it's running, it may be as fun as that one, but the chain is like 5 miles long and super sloppy. Fuel tank's clean, just lacks spark, and so I just jumped on the other one when Rob told me that he's ridden the big tire one. So we're reveal that again. I'll do another little up close here for you. Don't have much for lighting. Well, I do. I've got a lot, but I just can't do it right now. Motorcraft. Skelly Oil Company, Marshfield, Wisconsin. Interesting. Look at that seat. And it's welded, that's pipe, black pipe, like plumbing pipe that the seat post goes in. And it's barely welded. You can tell it was definitely stick welded for sure. But a lot of the original wiring is all still here. And it retains the stock brakes, so the brakes work pretty darn good. All right, we'll get the camera situated again. I'll get back to the computer for the chat, and we'll peel that or roll this one back out of the way, revealing the big old tired mini bike. This poor sad little Yamaha. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Get some America in here. There we go. All right. Sit back down here and see. Very wax on, wax off. Lots to learn, not much to screw up. The basics of bullshit. Like the first thing you wheel out in front of Auto Shop. I get they can fix that, you can fix anything and close enough to back to original. Yeah, that would be cool, man. If someone could come up with like a stock, well, who knows? I mean, we might come across one. Rob's dad might have one in his shop, but I just hate seeing a cute little bike. We were just talking about little street legal 50s and stuff. And yeah, I mean, we were just talking about them. And look at this. That's what you call a taillight, license plate holder. This is a street legal, whatever it was. And that's up to you to, I guess I could look up the serial numbers that I read off, but 303, 206, 604. I think I have it memorized after those few times. I know it's 303, maybe, I think it is 303, 206, 604. Jeez, I feel like Rain Man. Gotta be 203, 306, 604. Gotta be. It's just gotta be. But think those junkyard builds they did for TV back in the day with some sort of youth, not meaning young, but young in what they know about bikes or wheels and engines. We can get one off Fleabay easy or a forum. Yes. Let me talk to Jeff first, though. He may, again, it's not mine. Neither of them are mine. Could strip those things that might work on your other Yamahas. Yeah, Rob said I could put that Speedo on the yellow Yamaha, so that would be kind of fun. But again, they're not mine, and my intention was to just get them running, ride them, have fun with them, make some videos, make fun of them, have fun with them, and if we can, you know. Like I said, if this channel could get big, and I'm talking out of my arse now, but we'd have to fund it in some way other than my funding is a bit fucking pretty loud there. Sorry about that. A wee bit. But yeah, they're third-party bikes, so they're my neighbor's friend's bikes that were parked in his box truck that he parked in my yard. So I just took them, like, but Jeff doesn't care. Jeff told me I made good videos. So Jeff, if you're watching a live stream about your two mini bikes that were in Rob's box truck in my driveway, then thank you. And I'm not gonna hurt them. We'll take good care of them. And I know you were deeply concerned, but we'll do some. I'm gonna make a fun video, especially out of that fat tire, and then we'll see about the Yamaha. Born free, less than 1 month away now. I'm gonna have to think about that, man. I'm so slow tonight, dude. Oh, yes, that would be awesome. Oh, Born Free less than 1 month. You're talking about something from the chat the other night. I would love to make the trip. I've got family in California I'd love to see too. It's been about a decade since I've been out there and seen them. We've got some really my only other small Born Free motorcycle show. Okay, yeah, that's right. Gosh, that would get good publicity or help things grow and do something like that. But at the same time, funding, time isn't much. It's the money. But who knows? A year from now, a lot can change in a year. A lot. And we got a place to stay. If nothing else, I could just like bring an RV or something and park it in your front yard, and it would just, or like out in the road, or a tent. I could just find a tent community, and as long as there's no needles laying all over. Oh, cool. All right. I do not get on Instagram, but my son might have looked at it or something and then not said anything because he'll use my account as well. So I'll check it for sure. Go fast. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really bad with messages, emails. I believe I responded to a couple of yours, but with all the endless amount of fan mail I get, it's really hard. No, I'm just kidding. But it's really hard to get through a day with my son, my bills, my shop, my customers, and just grinding on priority one, getting the next thing taken care of. And that's what tomorrow's waking up is going to be. I've got to put out a couple of big old fires. I had a Monster Moto mini bike with a 212 engine a few years back. Hey, old Mac, good to see ya. Good to see ya. I just played your video. And since you're here real quick, it's 12:11 in Alabama, isn't it? 12:11. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by. I just figured out how to do this tonight, so I want to show you what I can do. Oh, there's a Skeeter. I think I just got him. Yep, I did. Boy, the Skeeters they sure come out quick here. We'll just do this here. This is how I did it. Put in that. I thought, old Max said anybody can use his video or, play his music. And I thought, let's do this. So
Old Mac arrived
move
in
tab to a new window. We're going to resize it. And we're going to make it a little smaller. And we're going to drag it over.
He hid where secrets tend to bide.
Oops. See, there we go. Perfect.
In 51, he found his space.
Look at that.
Among the whispers, a hidden place.
That's cool. Now I'm gonna come over here,
still called their voice so
and I'm gonna
yet on this earth
do this.
He shed no tear. Old Mac, the wanderer bold. Stories
There we go. I think that's pretty kick-ass. Now I can turn it up. Hopefully that doesn't blow your speakers up.
This world's old friend. The skies turn black.
I sure love this song. It was going through my head the other day. Like, you hear those songs on the radio and you just can't get them out of your head sometimes. So let's throw a leg over this old girl once. Yeah, I mean, when you're driving it, you're tall, you're up here. I'm 6 foot. This tractor seat, you gotta put some foam under it, otherwise it'll pinch anything that's in or around this area. Rob says you better put something under there. So, but the pipe tank just blew my mind away. The fact that it's got this big old pipe-made gas tank is just kick-ass, and everything works pretty good. Tires are just no steering stop. Big old tires. But she rides so smooth. Oh, a lot of fun. I wanted that. See how good that would. In front of the camera there. See if that changes it a little bit. I figured that would have changed it. Boy, that's the number one thing I want to work on is my lighting. Lighting. So hopefully you found the last can of Spam at Moto's house, eh? That's awesome. Oops. Let's see here. I can just go up here. I'm going to hit replay again.
Old Mac arrived in 40's dawn.
Boy,
a stranger here where time
that just,
moves on.
it's so dark now that or bright. I put,
far and wide,
I'm going to shut off my other shop lights. This is kind of good for me to try this. I'm glad I'm doing it because I think it's just go fast and Old Mac right now. But I'm going to shut those off too and
the stars still
kind of see what happens here.
So clear, yet on this earth,
the projector might be so bright. Yeah, it's just so bright that until I add light into it.
Stories untold.
Whoa.
He lived through fire. He saw the end. Yet still he walks. This world's old friend.
That's probably the best right there. And I could make it bigger too and adjust it some, but I'm not gonna at this point. It's really cool though. Let's try to focus it. Ooh, that's pretty clear. Found that last can of Spam at Moto's. It kept the machine running. Kept the joints lubed and the brain operating. Robo-Mac, dude, that is so awesome. Let me see here. Let me see if I can try something. I want to try to share it on my screen and make it bigger. Oh, I can just zoom in. There we go. It doesn't work as good as it would if I shared my screen, but oh, the details are insane. I grew up with Terminator. I mean, that was like the first memorable movie that I watched as a child, and I was probably way too young to have watched it, and at a formidable age, and just everything about that movie blew my mind. Except I did catch when the XR100 chase scene, they were using like a YZ sound effect or something. It's like, come on, I was a kid and I even knew that 4-stroke didn't sound like that. But regardless, I think that's why I relate so well to that image of for that generated song. So very cool. Back to America. And let's see here. Let's see if we can go back. There we go. There. Thank you to all that have serving, past, present, future. My grandfather, my Uncle Hans, my grandfather on my dad's side served in Vietnam. My mom's brother was a translator in Vietnam. A really close family friend, Jean, is a friend of mine, was in Vietnam. I grew up with an old man next door, and I think he was in World War I because he was I think he was in his 80s or 90s when I was really young. And I remember, well, the reason I wanted to get over there, I'd like to give it a shot, Old Mac. If things ever get tough, I guess we've got some skills, and you know. We've got some skills to pay the bills, so to speak. But I would always go over and talk to him because he had a tattoo of a naked lady on his arm, like boobs and oh my jeepers. I thought as a because back then, you know, in the 80s, there, you know, you either had publications and you know tattoos were only for your veterans, military, and bikers. And that was it. Like nobody else got tattoos. That was it. You were either in the military, a biker, or prison. But as a kid, I didn't see a lot of prison tats. I just would see a lot of veteran tats, a lot of veteran tats. So, but this guy had a beautiful uh, lady on his arm, so to speak, that was entertaining for a youth to look at. So, with that being said, those are some memories of the veterans that I've had the opportunity of sharing time with, and it's all been good and positive, and I can't say enough for all their sacrifices that they've given to our country. So, thank you again. Thank you, old Mac, for stopping by. Go fast. I got to catch up with you a bit here. I know I missed a few here. Um, Those 212s move with some simple tricks. Match the insulator between the carb and the head. Jet drill, billet flywheels help keep them from exploding, removing the plastic governor in the gear case. Quick turn throttle and one hell of a pipe spring for a return spring really makes them a little, and a little straight pipe. 2 feet is a little much, maybe 16 with a 45. Yeah, the Yamaha one, the exhaust blows at right at the gas tank. It blows right at the gas tank. So I like the straight pipe. I like that. Honestly, the fat tire one here, the big wheel, it just, oh man, it does really good. Just off of idle, you're moving, and like I rode it up the hill to Rob's, and that's got to be a 30 degree. It's an insane grade. Like you never see it in the video. I need to figure out how to mathematically do grades, or maybe my son's iPhone can do it or something because it's insane how steep that driveway is, and this thing just torqued right up it. So. Um, you get it off of idle and she's moving. She's moving. You can get away with no billet flywheel and no jet drill and do the rest and they hold together. Robo Mac. I bet you could fix that old car on the street. That's awesome, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I can't wait till you get cable or the fiber optic internet, Mac. And the storms down there are going to be getting bad here over the next few days. So I'm thinking about you guys being safe with all the rain and storms that are going to be coming through. And yeah, if you just get your fiber internet, you'd be able to. I know you could do so much more and so much quicker, and it's just insane how fast the fiber optic internet is. I cannot believe it. I've been blown away. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some of these videos put on the computer so I can do it in my. I can't even talk anymore. I'm just mush. I want to put them in the editing software and edit some footage because I got some riding footage of this thing and it was just an absolute hoot. Just a hoot. I had a Monster Moto mini bike with the 212 engine a few years back. Very cool. That is awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to roll. Go fast. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. I'll get better on checking my messages. If you want, and anyone in here too. And I'm going to get on Dean's show in the morning, hopefully later this week. I got some bills to pay. I really got to get busy and get some shit together tomorrow. But after that, I want to get good night, old Mac. You have a good night, friend. And I hope you are doing well. And we'll see you tomorrow. And like I said, that cable internet couldn't come soon enough for you. I hope that fiber optic really gets there soon. Because yeah, we need more AI. Suno and your creativity with that double my life of experience. So yeah, I'm sorry, Angel. I was just signing out, but we can hang out for a second. Um, I was gonna transfer some files over from a couple cameras. I got this fat mini bike going today, and it's just an absolute hoot. Check out the pipe tank. Got a pipe tank. The tank is like a bunch of pipe, just all threaded and reduced down to a little 1/4 inch hose. And the brake just wraps around. Oh, I gotta mute it. I'm gonna sneeze. All right, got that sneeze out. Hopefully that didn't get caught on the mic. Oh, I think Go Back might have signed out, Angel. I think I might even put Go Fast to sleep. And we were just talking about the little mini bikes and stuff. And there's this little Yamaha, whatever. We're gonna try to figure out what it is, but it was street legal. You can tell because of the tail light and the license plate holder. I think it was a 50, and then someone cut the frame and put that motor in it. But yeah, a little street legal 50 or 80 or something little. We'll figure it out here in the future. I need to go check on Junior. It's so late. I'm just trying to get my screen back in here. I zoomed so far in. Here we go. Boom. All right. Oh, Mac, did you hear from Sophie? Just curious. Friday was the best day of 2025 so far. I sold one of my motorcycles. Awesome. The guy came with me to a moto hangout that night. Awesome. Or the buy came, the buyer, the guy, I'm guessing. Sunday was a big moto event. About 80 bikes, maybe like 150 showed up. Awesome. There was free food and drinks. Very cool. Yesterday was my birthday, and I was really sick. And today I got pretty much nothing done and was pretty sick with a head cold. This is probably one of the worst weekends of 2025 so far, but I'm really glad to hear that you had a good weekend, Angel. That makes me happy. And I'd say overall, given the fact that I'm feeling better and better, then if this is the worst one of 2025, then we'll be having a really good year. And my goal was today and within a couple hours to film, upload, get this mini bike running. And I accomplished all of that except for the uploading a video. And that's going to probably take me about 80 hours to do a 10-minute. So, no, it's okay. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for the birthday wish. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, pretty uneventful. Totally uneventful. Just me and my son, and then he went to a friend's house, and then I just worked in the shop and got some stuff organized. Did a little live stream, I think, last night, and a little shop tour. Did a little tour of the shop and all the other rooms, and piles and piles of crap I need to get rid of and stuff I want to just get gone. That's done nothing but clog my life. So if I can't use it or sell it or give it away to somebody that can use it or sell it, I guess, then I don't, it's just got to go. I want clean and organized. Last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was incredible. I did so much that I needed all day to recover. Not as young as I used to be. I hear you there. I hear you there. But I still feel young, and you still seem quite chipper. Quite a motivated young lady. I don't know. I still feel pretty good. My knees get really sore in the winter when storms come through,
But other than that, my knees are double jointed too. I can pop them in and out of socket on command. But that's not the correct term. It's ambidextrous or whatever. But either way, if you want to see it, I can do it on stream here for you. I can just pop it out and put it right back in. Both of them. I haven't done it in a long time, so I'd be interested to see. Sell another motorcycle of mine if I can do that. I am thinking of buying a 2022 KLX. Ooh, Supermoto 300. That would be fun. My son is all over a TE 150. He wants a Husky or a KTM 150, basically. They're a street legal 150cc two-stroke, enduro moto bike, and I rode a KTM 150 for quite a while, the two-stroke, and I'm just a two-stroke guy. I prefer, if I'm gonna do a dirt bike, but again, I'm that guy. Like I'm not fond of get a dirt bike and get a street bike. Get the best, then you got the best of both worlds. But you should get a trials bike. Everybody should start with a trials bike. Nobody should start with anything other than a trials bike. If you start with a trials bike, you will learn so many skills. You will be the best rider out of any group ever. You can do so much with so little, having a base of trials. And trials is really just an insane, I can't talk enough about it. If anybody ever asks me motorcycle advice, I always say trials. Just start with trials. You just figure it out, look it up, and then do it, and you will just be baffled at how well your skills are. If I would have rode trials before I did road racing, I think I would have been way faster at road racing. I really do. But Supermoto's cool. I did some Supermoto racing back in the day on a KTM 525. Big old 4-speed. Just brute at Road America. We did a bit, and it was fun. All over the place. The dirt to pavement to jumps, all those aspects is a bit overwhelming for me, but a supermoto bike I would totally love here because I ride, it's 4.1 miles to town and 2 stop signs. Just all rural and like 3 driveway, nobody. You might pass 1 or 2 cars every time if it's busy, but it would be a lot of fun. So I would love to have a supermoto. It would just, the front tire would never get wore off. Well, it would. I would be doing stoppies constantly. That's the problem, is I would probably, yeah, I would do stoppies endlessly. I love stoppies. Love stoppies. But I also love sleep and my son and you guys and America and everybody. So just have a great night. I'm going to probably roll Angel. I'm just beat. It's been a long day and I wanted to get more done on this video than I will. But with that being said, and I want to get my V8 Toyota RAV4 done. I put a V8 in a Toyota RAV4 and I want to get it done because it's going to be a lot of fun and piss a lot of Toyota people off. And maybe Chevy people. But next weekend, there are 2 big more events in my city. That is awesome. Yeah, I really want to get to some with my son, too. There's so much going on around here all the time. It's just like overload. And like you two, I mean, we're not as wintry probably. Well, I don't know how wintry. We've talked about it, and I'll look it up, too. But, yeah, so many things to do, so little time. Not enough money, but I am glad to hear that you're having some events and things are going down, and that's awesome. We did the Crud Run a few weeks ago. That was a blast, and I want to do a Cars and Coffee here. There's one about 40 minutes away every other Sunday, and I would say about 10 to 20 to 30 bikes might show up to that, so that would be cool. and road racing events too, possibly here at Blackhawk Farms, which is only an hour from here. So lots of bike stuff that way. But I will come over here. Oh, my nose is all plugged up. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. And yeah, look forward to a video on this bad boy coming out soon, because we got it running and we got it riding. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. Scary fun. You're always looking for a safe line. A little reinforcement here. Never know when you might need some fork bracing. Have a good night, Angel. Go fast, old Mac, and to anyone else who's watching.